everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sabrina and I'm back with another Excel tutorial. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can calculate the subtotal using the data tab in Excel. All right, so if you look at my spreadsheet here, you can see I've got a table of data where I've got different food categories. So in column D, you'll see the food categories, and then in column E, you'll see the specific products. Okay, and this table basically just shows you the quantity of each product that were sold along with the unit price. Okay, so that's the individual price for each product, and then the total sales made. Now, what I want to do is I want to work out the subtotal for each region. So you'll see that in column B, I've got the region data, and I've got East region and the West region. I've got two types of regions there. So I want to work out the subtotal for each region. And I'm going to use the data tab to do that. So what you would do first is you want to sort the column that you want to work out the subtotal for. So in my situation, I want to work out the subtotal by region. So I'm just going to highlight column B. Okay, and then I'm going to sort this. So you can highlight the column or you can just select the column header, which is B1 in this case. And then you would go up to the Home tab and go to the editing group and then just click on sort and filter. So if you just click on the drop down arrow on the right of sort and filter, and then you want to go for the first option, which is sort A to Z. So this will sort in ascending order. Okay, so there you go. So my region is now sorted in ascending order. So I can see East at the top, okay, of that table, and West is towards the bottom. All right, so that's the first thing you need to do. You need to sort the column that you want to work out the subtotal for. You would then highlight your data. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight my whole data set here. So you're basically highlighting your whole cell range. And then you would go up to the data tab. Okay, and you want to go to the outline group, which is basically on the far right hand side of the Excel ribbon. Okay, so outline, and then you'll see a subtotal command in that group. So if you click subtotal, this little dialog box will appear. And there's a few fields you have to fill in here, and I'll explain to you what each field means. So the first one is at each change in. Okay, so if you click on this drop down arrow here, okay, on the right of this field, you'll see all of the column headers of the data that you've selected. So you can see, I can see order date, region, city, category. So it basically matches all of my column headers of my data set. All right. So here you want to select the column that you want to work out the subtotal for. So in my case, as I mentioned before, I want to work out the subtotal for region. Okay, so you would select region here. And what this field is basically saying is work out the subtotal at each change in region. So whenever the region changes, work out a subtotal. So it would work out the subtotal at the end of East, and then when it changes, when it goes to West, okay, it will then work out the whole subtotal for West. Okay, so you would select the first field, which is what you want to work out the subtotal for. In this case, it's region. The next field is use function, which is pre-selected to sum. Okay, so if you click on the drop-down arrow, you'll see some other calculations that you can do. So you can do a count calculation, you can work out the average of the values, the maximum, the minimum value, and the product, which is just a multiplication calculation. Now, we want to work out the sum. Okay, we want to work out the subtotal. So we're going to leave that as sum. And then the next field is add subtotal to. Now here, you want to specify where do you want to add the subtotal? What do you want to add up? Now in our case, okay, we want to work out the subtotal of the total price, right? Which is the total sales, in other words. So we're going to select total price here, which is already pre-selected. Okay, so you select the right column, and then you can click OK. Now, when you click OK, the subtotals will appear automatically. So you'll see here now that it's basically created an extra row. Okay, and in that row, in the region column, it's put in a new title, which is East Total. Okay, and then towards the right, in the total price column, you can see it's worked out the subtotal for me. So I'm just going to highlight that row in another color. Let's just highlight in a sort of a yellowy, goldy color. Okay, so that's the East total, and then it's done the same for the West. So again, it's added an extra row at the bottom. Okay, so when West finishes, it adds an extra row, puts a new title, West total, and then sums up the total price for the West region. And there you go. And, additionally, it's also put in a grand total for you right at the bottom of that data set. So it's done a grand total of everything. Okay, so we'll put that in a green color. Okay, which is $1,164. Okay, so it's really as simple as that. You saw how quick that was. It saved me doing manual calculations. It was just basically a click of a button, filling out some fields, and it did everything for you. Okay, so I hope that's helped. If it has helped, please do like and share the video so that it can reach out to more people. And do consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on any new videos. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.